Unlike a lot of comic book movies these days, Venom is surprisingly light on Easter eggs, but those that were included definitely provided a good deal of fan service and set up for potential sequels. So spoiler warning, let's break down the Easter eggs, cameos, and references that were in Venom, starting with the biggest one of all. The mid-credits scene shows Eddie Brock back in action as a working reporter after defeating the Life Foundation. He visits San Quentin State Prison to interview an inmate. There, inside a cell, within the cell, is the dangerous and deranged Cletus Cassidy, portrayed by Woody Harrelson, who wears a curly red wig in a nod to his character's look in the Marvel Comics. Cletus vows that when he escapes prison, there's gonna be carnage, because he becomes the Venom villain Carnage. Get it? While we never see Carnage itself in the movie, Venom did include appearances by other symbiotes from the comics, including this notable surprise. At one point in Venom, the symbiote, which was separated from Eddie by an MRI, bonds with Eddie's ex-fiancée, Anne Wayne, in order to stop Life Foundation goons from executing him. Anne transforms into She-Venom, slaughters the bad guys, and saves Eddie, even giving him a big sloppy symbiote smooch in order to transfer the alien back into him. In the comics, Anne Wayne was Eddie Brock's ex-wife, who got caught up in Venom and Spider-Man's ongoing battle. At one point, she's shot by the villain Sin Eater, and Eddie's symbiote bonds with her in order to heal her. She transforms into She-Venom and brutally murders the bad guys, which shocks her when she reverts back to human form. Sadly, the comics version of Anne is ultimately a tragic character, having been so traumatized by her Venom experiences that she commits suicide. We doubt any potential Venom sequel would go to such a dark place, but we'll have to wait and see. The Venom movie begins with the Life Foundation space shuttle crash landing during its return to Earth. One of the astronauts killed is named Jameson, who Venom director Ruben Fleischer confirmed to IGN is indeed the Marvel Comics character Colonel John Jameson. The son of Spider-Man antagonist and Daily Bugle publisher J. Jonah Jameson, John Jameson debuted in The Amazing Spider-Man #1 back in 1963. Since then, he's carved out quite an odd place for himself in Marvel Comics beyond just being his father's son. Jameson is best remembered for his stint as Man-Wolf, when a gemstone he found on the moon transformed him into a lycanthrope. Venom isn't even John Jameson's first time on the big screen. The character previously appeared in Spider-Man 2, where he was left at the altar by Mary Jane Watson, who ditched him for Peter Parker. And you thought Man-Wolf was a dog. This fictitious newspaper gets name-checked in Venom. In the Marvel Comics, the Daily Globe is a crosstown rival of the Daily Bugle. Eddie Brock was one of the Globe's star columnists until his series on the Sin Eater murders culminated in Spider-Man exposing his key source as a fraud by catching the real killer. Brock lost his career and blamed Spidey for his woes, rather than his own poor judgment. Later, Brock sought to avenge himself on Spidey after he bonded with the Venom symbiote. In the Venom movie, Eddie's fiancée Anne warns him over dinner that he doesn't want to suffer a repeat
of the Daily Globe incident.
Ow, really?
Reminding Eddie that he'd previously been run out of New York due to his methods.
No, I still have currency in New York.
Needless to say, Eddie doesn't heed her advice, proceeds to do precisely what Anne warned him against, which costs him both his relationship and career after he ambushes the crooked Drake during his interview.
We're not finished.
Yes, you are, Mr. Brock.
While he didn't create Venom, this movie continues the long tradition of Spider-Man co-creator, comics legend Stan Lee making cameos in movies based on Marvel characters. Here, Lee plays a senior citizen walking his dog. He gives Eddie some relationship advice after observing him with Anne.
Not so bad yourself, champ.
Those are all the Easter eggs, cameos, and references we caught in Venom. Let us know in the comments if you think we missed any. For more on Venom, check out our review of the movie and our breakdown of the film's ending. And as always, be sure to follow and subscribe to IGN wherever you like to watch.